Alright, what's going on, guys? Josh here, back with another video. And in this video, I wanted to do a Call of Duty commentary. I was trying to think of a topic to put together, but truth be told, I'm not that great of like holding topics and like continuously talking about something for a long period of time. Even though I'm sure my friends would dispute that because it seems like I always have something to talk about with them. But at least when it comes to a one-sided conversation like this, where I'm just kind of talking to a microphone, I don't tend to be able to hold a lengthy conversation by myself. So instead, I wanted to do a commentary, a traditional style commentary, where I take a look at my gameplay and I sit there and I analyze it, and I explain everything I do in this gameplay for you guys to enjoy and and to learn from. Because I like to consider myself an above average player. I don't think I'm the best. I'm certainly not pro level, but I do think when it comes to Call of Duty and its casual fan base and public matches, of course, I think I hold myself above the average. So that being said, we're already in the gameplay. We're using the M8A7 with red dot sight and quick draw. I find that the M8 only needs really one attachment or two attachments at best, and it's usually just quick draw and red dot, some sort of optic at the very least. And that's really because the M8's it's pretty darn good all around in terms of stats. Like its recoil is manageable, its power, all that stuff. Its fire rate is top notch. So the M8 is a very good assault rifle. Probably actually it is considered top tier. When it comes to competitive, but very good for long ranges and long lines of sight. Secondaries, as you can see, is the LCAR 9 dual wield. Now, I recently started using these. I used to do the M8 A7 with Overkill, and I would use a Vesper as my secondary. But recently I've been trying to switch it up and see what else works, considering that the Vesper did get a nerf recently. So I've been trying to figure out different ways to play the game, and the LCAR seems to be a pretty good option as long as you have dual wield. If you don't have dual wield, it's not that great, but as long as you have a Kimbo, it's very good for the close ranges. Now, what you just saw there was me putting down a care package. Now, obviously, there's nothing special about me doing a care package drop, but you saw where I put that care package. Now, I'm really thoughtful of how and when and where I put my care packages in this game because turns out people are super thirsty for care packages for some reason. Like, I would say 85 to 95% of the time I have a care package, people will be there willing to steal it. It's just gonna happen. So that spot on this map, which is hunted, which I didn't explain in the beginning of this video, but this map is hunted. That spot in the back of the map towards the opposite spawn from where we spawned in the beginning of this match, I believe. That area is perfect for care packages because you do get some coverage with the rocks, and you can lay down and protect yourself and make sure no one's around you. It's also far enough out of the map that no one's going to really come all the way back there, and if they do, you're going to have a good opportunity to kill them before they kill you. So generally how I like to play this map uh, is I try to look for, well, like any map, I look for the traffic patterns and what's most populated, in terms of the map and what areas are most populated. And what I find is that on this map, obviously the house right there, I don't know what you would call it, but I'm going to call it the house. That's like the number one highly populated part where enemies are just going to run to constantly. And for that area, I obviously like to use my LCAR or some sort of close range weapon when engaging that area. Just because that's always going to outweigh most assault rifles, LMGs, even snipers and whatnot. You definitely want to run in there with like a shotgun or something like that. But I find the LCAR to be suitable enough. Again, with dual wield, it's pretty badass. So the other side of what you're seeing right here is where I consider to be the second most populated part of the map. Um, and this is really just mid map. Like this is where the middle of the map is. So it's kind of reasonable why there would be so much traffic there because it leads right into the house, and so therefore people are going to be constantly fighting in that area trying to cut through middle to get to the house. That's just how it is. As you can see right there, that guy came from water, he was going to mid, gonna cut through mid, get to the house. Of course, more guys coming from mid. It's inevitable. If they're not gonna come from spawn, they're definitely gonna come through mid, and that's just how that happens. Which is why you could see me really playing it safe, just staying in the house. You know, you could call this camping. I like to call it defensive playing. You know, like I'm baiting the kills at this point, just because I know everyone likes to come up here. You know, and that way I can just get all my score streaks and everything and be good. So normally, uh, I would say when I first started playing this game, like right now, I would have gone outside and tried to get a kill. Uh, but recently, I've been playing less aggressive just because I feel like it's the smarter way to play. Like I would say most of the time when I'm trying to go out for a kill, I die because COD timing is just it's against you for the most part. Like COD timing is like the worst thing ever because whenever you think that something's about to happen, the opposite of what that is happens. So, or it happens too early or too late. So I've been playing a little bit more defensively as of late, and I've seen that my KD's gone up. Now, again, I don't necessarily think I've been playing more campy, because I'm not like grabbing a corner, and I'm certainly not staying like grabbing a spot and just sticking to it. It's more so that I'm finding traffic patterns. I'm trying to stay within that zone so that I can pick up the most kills, and you know, carry my team. Uh, so let's see, what else can we talk about? The heat wave. That's my specialist. I think Heatwave is top notch, one of the best specialists. It's I would say, the easy mode specialist, and certainly the specialist to pick up if you're someone who has a hard time getting kills. Uh, I don't necessarily have that problem, but I find that Heatwave is still top notch. Anyone will use Heatwave, regardless of whether you're a pro or not. It's that good because it's essentially, think of a flash grenade. You know, think about getting hit with a flash grenade. And now think about that if it was like times 4. That's what Heatwave is. And honestly, it's the best specialist in the game in my opinion. So if you have Heatwave, I recommend running it. You know, and if you don't have it unlocked, try to unlock it. So now we're winding down to the end of the match. As you can see, my score streaks are kind of basic, but uh, I like running lower score streaks. The only thing I would probably change is the care package, because again, people are so thirsty for care packages. It's kind of hard to protect them. So, but I generally recommend running a low score streaks because in this game, people tend to take out air support quite easily. You know, so things like the Wraith, um, and even the Talon to an extent are pretty much useless to an extent. It just kind of depends on the kind of game you're in. If you're going for high score streaks, I kind of recommend doing something along the lines of Raps, Wraith, Cerberus in some sort of form or manner because you want as much stuff out as possible so that the people who do take out air support are overwhelmed. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously, you can see it was a 31-9 gameplay. Just real quick before the video ends, I used Fast Hands, Flak Jacket, and Blast Suppressor, and Dead Silence. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. That was the end of the video. See you guys next time.